just wanted to quick time do some shit. But yeah, here's an expanded version because I couldn't fit the full name on here. Oh wow, Bear, so many accounts. Wow. These are all, a lot of these are kind of words that I've pioneered as well, which I'll get into shortly because they're kind of relevant. I make a lot of these. An extended one is multidimensional metamimetic mind metamorphosis metaphysics. Please excuse this accent that I've invented on the fly. So we're about to basically put AI to the test with my hodgepodge word sentence of M. I like this one because Psychadonis. It's not psychedelic, it's Psychadonis. And this basically is, I'll tell you what this is. There's a personal development YouTube channel called Hamza. He has this kind of archetype, or these archetypes of how, and he explains his videos with cartoons. On the latter end, on the latter end, we have Jeffrey, who is the underdeveloped boy who's not yet become super macho, masculine, tough, epic, actualized. You could say Jeffrey, or the boy, is on the lower end of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which I'll find right here. And on the upper end of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you would have Adonis. So it's Jeffrey versus Adonis. And basically, Jeffrey is this loser. So this is Jeffrey versus Adonis. So that's Adonis, this hench macho guy, see? So he's clearly a very developed, epic geezer, right? And where's Jeffrey? So that's Jeffrey. As you can see, he's like the Pornhub script kiddie on the left versus Adonis. So you understand now, thanks to the visuals. That's Jeffrey, you see? Right. So, look at this kid right here, right now. Oh, that's no one. So this is most of the depressed teenagers who listen to Andrew Tate and shit. That's the Matrix assimilation, as you can see in his box, with his remote neural modulation, optogenetic, digital assimilation, New World Order, metaverse gangstalk, his monitor that is monitoring him in his smart home FEMA camp. Okay. And that is why you would want to disassimilate, which is, he's gone. No, he's here. There you go. Disassimilator. That is to unplug from the digital New World Order hive, the NPC hive mind prison, from the Borg, you know, the smart grid, the FEMA camp smart grid. So yeah, mate, as you can, this is an AI overview thing, and this is basically what I want to show you today. So even though I've just been kind of silly, I do actually have some core stuff I want to communicate. So sorry, let me tell you about Psychadonis. So, Psychadonis is basically, have we got the, right, so this word, psychedelic, right? Psychedelic is in psychedelic mushrooms, right? Like DMT, LSD. So it's psychedelic. However, it's no good doing psychedelics when you're Jeffrey, because quite frankly, myself, I was astral traveling and doing psychedelics with spiritual practices while doing like breath work and diet changes. I was on the personal development, but I hadn't yet reached Adonis level. To be honest, I was doing psychedelics like a Jeffrey, right? So if you're getting onto what I mean, I changed it, as you can see here, to Psychadonis, or without capital even, so it looks cooler. Psychadonis, which is basically the insight I had is to integrate, of course, the psychedelia with the masculine, grounded personal development instead of being too skewed, because I think I was a Jeffrey, and I may still be to an extent, but the journey is to become like Adonis and to disassimilate from the Jeffrey. As you can see, we got Jeffrey on the right here, and we got Adonis on the left. One walked with angels, the other had IBS from Doritos. I'll like and share my own post now, because I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks, even though some people like to tell me that was gay. But I don't care, mate. Okay, right. Here's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So Jeffrey would be to the latter bottom end, and Adonis could aim to the top. This is a powerful concept. Actualize.org or Leo Gura has many videos on this, and it's about. Oh yeah, I edited this and added shrooms and weed. That was my meme. Obviously, I was taking the piss to an extent. So yeah, basically, first meet your basic survival, which is clean air, water, food, shelter, and then you can go on to into more luxuries, potentially, if you want to call it that, like health, and more wants than needs, than base needs, and then love, intimacy, and the kind of the if you want to call it the privileges expand. So at the top you can be an artist. I heard someone calling a sexual identity a privilege, that people in impoverished areas don't obsess over their sexual identity, which would kind of make sense in a way. But yeah, you can become an artist at the top, after esteem, and become the most you can be. So that's self-actualization, and really, hone in on life purpose and really squeezing the juice out of your incarnation. So yeah, Adonis would be at the top and Jeffrey would be at the bottom. So it's not Psych Jeffrey, it's Psych Adonis. Because my insight is to integrate the masculine personal development. Like, you have to synergize psychedelics with personal development. And I think Hamza's concept does pretty good. He's done a few mushrooms, but yeah, I think there's definitely some like ideologies in Hamza's stuff of like masculine, like, I don't know, but I do love it. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, I think, yeah, and you got to become the hench synergy, mate. I won't say who, but somebody said that this is when I explained the Psychadonis concept to them, they reckon that the best person they can think of that embodies this is this guy, Chiron Morel. And yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. Check out his stuff. He's just dropped a tune with Guidance, as you can see here. He's got music with Mr. Traumatic as well. And the person who said what I said also has music with Mr. Traumatic. But yeah, check him. But yeah, I really rate that. With the he's one of the most level-headed and grounded. And yeah, some people in the conscious rapper community who he is a part of and associated with. I really like. There's some in particular masculine embodiment, and to be honest, I would have to say Flowmatic is definitely up there with embodying masculinity in the conscious rap scene. As you can see, man's looking pretty hench right now. Anyway, so that is the formula to bun down Babylon, because we know there's a war on masculinity as well. So yeah, big up these guys, they're super epic. Wow. Find out more right here. Wow. This is my team. These are my boys. Nearly at 1,000 followers, man. Okay, so before my phone, I got about a minute left on it. Oh shit, no I don't. Fuck, it's already gone. Fuck. I don't know, hopefully it might let me do 20 minutes on Instagram. That would be nice. Okay, so I need to hurry up. So basically, Google AI is pretty smart, mate. And I've mismatched these terms, metamimetic mind metamorphosis, and Google will tell you a shit ton about this. Basically, and it's really powerful how it brings it all together. So, memetics is the study of the transfer of ideas. Meta is basically one above, like from above in a way. I know for a fact that actualize.org has a good video on what it means to go meta here. And content versus structure, going meta is a superpower. Brilliant videos. Bit of a suspicious geezer, but it's good stuff, good stuff. So what does my term mean? Multidimensional, metamimetic, mind, metamorphosis, metaphysics. Well, you know what? The other day I actually put some screenshots up. So what I recommend is that you put this term, metamimetic, mind, metamorphosis, into Google's AI, and it does a pretty good job. So this is a term that I've kind of invented, and made up, and I am really passionate about it, and it's very relevant to this here symbol, which you see on my home page. And as you can see, we have the information lowercase I symbol in an eyeball in a triangle in a hazard kind of symbol. And this, what I pulled the symbol from, it means in cognito hazard, info hazard. I have videos on this, quite old. I actually was speaking about it before I researched it because I believe well, that's not actually exactly true, but I think to an extent I awoke and realized this alone, like without having to hear about it outside. Here, so some relevant videos. Planting seeds of consciousness, contagious ideas, ID in italics for a reason, ID, identity, ID, mimetic hazards, and collective consciousness. There's some tags there. Terence McKenna, Illuminati Congo, apparently. This video is quite brilliant. He is quite an embodiment of masculinity as well, to an extent. I quite like him. I've been getting into him recently. He's quite unique. But yeah, good video there that I've re-uploaded. Yeah, I've got a lot more work to do. So quickly before it reaches the 20-minute mark, because I think I might be out of time on Instagram. I didn't plan to go on this long. But yeah, so on here, if you go on my Instagram, I distill it quite a bit here. So I do a little bit of speaking. It deleted some of my clips, but yeah. Here, metamimetic mind metamorphosis. Ideas from memetics and metaphysics to describe a transformative, higher-level change in consciousness influenced by the evolution of cultural information. In essence, it describes a radical philosophical and psychological journey where an individual becomes critically aware of their own cultural programming, memetics, which triggers a fundamental transformation of their own mindset, mind metamorphosis, leading to a deeper understanding of the nature of existence, metaphysics.